Hello everyone, welcome to my next tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet Japanese knot bag, which is very handy, very beautiful and stylish and super easy to make. So the only thing you have to do is crochet one handle longer than the other one and put the short one inside the long one. That's the only trick that this bag does, and it's amazing. So you don't have to think about how to crochet or add any lock or any zipper. It's already perfect like this, and if you have something valuable, you can crochet a small pouch where you can put all the things. If not, it's already so perfect like this. So let's get started. Guys, now I'm going to show you all the materials that are necessary for this bag. This bag looks awesome, very stylish, and I'm glad that you need so simple materials like the jute yarn. I'm using 5mm. You can use any actually. You can experiment, I think even a bit thicker is okay. I'm using 5mm. If you want, you can use just jute yarn and it will be jute bag. It's very beautiful. I like to combine with the cotton, or you can use chunky cotton and you just use one yarn. I will put cotton on top of jute yarn. That's why I'm recording this video, to show you all the process. So I bought this yarn in a local Chinese store, and actually this is Portuguese yarn made in Portugal, but there is no information about the yarn. So we don't know how many grams, how many meters. I just know it's 100% cotton. I don't worry because I can always rebuy in case I don't have enough, but I already know that the thin yarn is okay if I use both, the two yarn together. If I wanted, I could use one a bit thicker. It doesn't matter. You don't need to use too thin if you have one thicker. So I'm using 3mm crochet hook. Okay, so you can use this pattern and use absolutely different yarn and try to see how it works for you. I'm just going to share you this experience. So for now, I'm just taking the two cotton yarn, place the tail, I wrap around my two fingers, make an X, wrap again, turn, and grab the third yarn, twist, and pull the yarn through the loop. Okay, now I have double magic ring. So I'm going to use already the jute yarn to put on top. It's similar how you are doing the YU bag, so it's very similar technique. So now you are going to put on top and make 8 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I really love how this milky cotton yarn, creamy color, matches the jute yarn, and it's perfect for summer. So I'm going to close the magic ring. To understand which ring I must pull first, I pull this yarn. So I take this one and I pull it first to close the other ring. And now I'm going to grab the tail, and the ring is completely done. So I'm going to start row 2. Just place this one behind, and we're not going to make slip stitch, we're just going in spiral. So let's place a marker. I'm just using the other yarn. Place the marker. Maybe it's too thick, this marker. So yeah, I will change to something thinner. Okay, this yarn is much better. Just place it between your first and last stitch. Now we continue. So here was my first single crochet, and I will make an increase in each stitch. So we had 8. After row 2 you will have 16. So just grab the yarn, it's just a bit tough on the camera, but actually it's quite easy. Just one, and place in the same place and make another one. So you have an increase. 2. Pull a bit. So right now I'm going to make an increase in each stitch until the marker. So next stitch, grab the cotton yarn, and in the same stitch continue. This one you always keep on top of your stitches. Go to the next one and make an increase. So after this row you must have 16. So continue by yourself until the marker. So I arrive until the marker, I replace it, and now I have 16 stitches. You see how it's beautiful already. You can see somewhere in the holes the jute yarn. It's beautiful. And now we are going to start the row 3, and we will have 16 plus 8, so there are gonna be 24 stitches. So we are going to make 1 single crochet and an increase into the next stitch. So 1, and into the next one I'm going to make an increase. We are following amigurumi rule, and there are different types of circles. I'm starting with 8, then 16, now 24. So I'm going 1 single crochet and then increase into the other one. I'm alternating. So 1 and then increase, and continue like that until the marker. So we finish row number 3. Now we are going to start row number 4. Let's replace the marker, and here you are going to have 24 plus 8, 32. So you're going to make 2 single crochet and then an increase, or you can start with an increase, for example. I'll show you now, and then make 2 single crochet, it doesn't matter. So I make 2 single crochet into the same stitch, and in the rest I'm going to make 1 into the next stitch, another one, Then into the next I'm going to make an increase again, one, and another one into the same one, and then 2 single crochet. I think you already started to understand that we are just placing an increase. First we had like increase in each stitch, then 1 single crochet increase, now 2 single crochet increase, then will be 3 single crochet increase, 4, and so on and so forth until the size of the bottom that is good for you. Normally I have diameter of 22 centimeters. So just go on to do the same thing until you have the size of the circle that is good for your bottom. I think around 22, 23 it's enough for the medium size bag. Yay, my bottom is finished. So I'm going to show you how many centimeters it's now. So I have 21. That's good for medium size bag, the one you saw on the pictures. So 21 centimeters the diameter of the bottom, and I have like between increases I have 16 single crochet. So I have here an increase, also here, and here I have 16. So as you remember, each row we started with 8, then we multiply, so we had 16, then we had 24, 32. So each row you had plus 8 stitches. So here between the increase you had 1 single crochet, then you had 2 single crochet, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on until I had 16 single crochet between increases. And now I'm going to start the sides of the bag. So the main thing now, we are stopped making any increase. We just put 1 single crochet into each stitch. I really love the design and how the pattern works. I can say that it requires little yarn because you see I still have the label that was inside. So I didn't use a lot of yarn and I didn't use a lot of rope. This bag is good when you don't have a lot of yarn or rope because it uses not so much. I have already the bottom. I'm pretty sure it's enough for the whole bag and the handles. So right now I'm going to start immediately. So remove the marker and just we will go on without any slip stitches in spiral. Just go on for the length of the bag that you prefer. So basically you don't need to use back loop or anything like that. So let's see, just continue as before but no increase and put 1 single crochet into each row. Is super simple, into each stitch, just like this all around. There is no transition between the bottom and the side of the bag. It's just no increase. Like in amigurumi, you just go, go, go. I don't know exactly how many stitches I have. So let me count. For this reason, I made 2 stitches. I want to know the total number of stitches. We all can have different number, it doesn't matter. Any number is okay. The main thing, you like the diameter of the bottom and so on. But I want to tell you the total number, so I make 1 row of single crochet in each stitch without increase, and I tell you after that how many stitches I have in total. I have finished my first row without increase. I have 144 stitches and I'm going to continue until I like the length of the bag. So it could be any length. And you can continue with any length and you can have any number of stitches. It's just we need later when we calculate the handles where to place them. And you can have bigger bottoms, so you have more stitches, smaller, so you have less stitches. You can have multiple of 8 or 6, depends how you started the circle. So it doesn't matter. The main thing that following these guidelines, you will have the same shape of the bag. And so continue, and I meet you when I have the lengths that I like, and I tell you how many centimeters I get. Guys, I have finished to crochet the bag without the handles, and now together we calculate how big we want our handles for this bag. So basically I have the bottom and the walls of the bag. So I will show you how I calculate based on the number of stitches that I have. So this is a medium-sized bag. I'm going to measure. So if I have to measure like the whole length without the handles, I'm going to tell you right now that I have around 28-30 centimeters. So you can make it as long or as big as you want. You can customize the size and just see how I calculate the handles. So I counted each stitch and the total number of stitches. Total number I have 146. So for the handles I measure here with centimeter, and I want no more than around 20 stitches for each handle. You can make them bigger if you want to, or you can make around 22, 24. Okay, so I think 22 stitches is enough. So I have 2 handles, so I will have 44 stitches. We can even make them easier for our calculation, so we make 3. So 23 plus 23, we get 46. 46 stitches I will leave for the handle. As you can see, you can change this number as you like, based on the handle size you want. And if I do 146 minus 46, I will get 140, and I divide 2, because between these 2 handles I will have 2 spaces, and it will be 50 stitches. So after I make one handle, I will crochet 50 stitches, then I make another handle and I will crochet another 50 stitches, and here 50 stitches, and for the handle I will have 23 stitches. So just one handle will be long and one short, so the short goes inside the long one. That's the whole formula of this bag. So we are going to start with the first handle. You can start wherever you want, because this is the circle. So just start. When you feel that the bag is big enough, you just finish. And that's it. You can have different numbers, different size, and different handles, absolutely as you wish. Well, if you crochet without this cord, just with the yarn, so you can just go normally and chain like 20 for the handle, but I have the cord, so I will make this thing go under the cord and make 1 single crochet, 2, and I will make 23, because in my previous bag I make 20, so sometimes I forget. 23. That's how you make. Go under, grab the yarn, put yarn on top, make 1 single crochet, and Then I will skip 23 stitches here. So just wait until I make 23 single crochet here. So I have calculated and I have here 23 stitches, and here I skip 23 stitches. So now I just continue as usual and I make 50 single crochet until I arrive to the next handle. So just continue and make 50 single crochet. Just like this. So I have crocheted the first handle and here I have 23 stitches. Then I make 50 stitches. Then I started the second handle, and this one is longer than the other one. So this one is short, if I can show you well on camera, and this one is 2 times longer. So instead of 23, I made 46. I chain 46, single crochet, and here 23, and on the other one skip 23. They're the same, just the handle, this one is longer, and you can make it as long as you want. The idea is that you put inside and your bag locks. Now it's hard to see, but it work like this. You can even make it super long and make like a shoulder bag, or I just made it 2 times longer than this handle. And then continue for 50 stitches until the end of the row, and now you just start. And now you must crochet. After you will make here all the 50 stitches, you must crochet here. Into each stitch you make 1 single crochet. So here we start, and that's it. You can crochet as much as you want until the handles are looking well for you. So just continue like that. Just make 1 single crochet into each stitch as before. There is no slip stitch, no anything. You just continue in spiral, and then here make 1 single crochet, and like that you finish until the handle is thick enough, until you prefer. So I have arrived until the first handle. I explain again, you have 23, and you just go insert the hook and crochet on top of it. It's the same, like all same as you crochet before. Into each stitch 1 single crochet, and you already can see that the handle is getting bigger, so you can make as much as you want. And I'm going to make few rows and then show you again. Guys, I have crocheted 4 rows of the handle, and you can see that you can put the long inside the short one and the bag is locked. So now I'm going to cut the yarn and hide the ends, so with the ends. First I have to cut this yarn, and then I will make few stitches without this yarn because it's thicker and we need to hide it properly. So just cut it. By the way, I forgot to say that you must finish the back not where the handles are, because it's the most visible part, but somewhere on the side of the back, so it's not so clear, or wherever you think is more appropriate. So let's just cut this yarn. You can make more rows if you wish to, and I will show you just how I do this thing. If you know a better way, just let me know in the comments. So let me show you. Normally I would just make few stitches. So just to hide it. Okay, anyway, it's the same. If we cut it shorter, it's faster. So now I just keep it inside. You can also burn a bit, not to let it undo the yarn. And now just make few single crochet. And then slip stitch. And the second. And make 2 slip stitches. And that's it. Now you're gonna cut this yarn a bit longer so you can later weave the end. So you can put on the other side and hide between the stitches here. So basically I went under a few stitches and now we just pull. It's hard for me to do on camera, but it's easier when you do by yourself. Sorry. So you must pull. I think you understand, through all of them, so this thing will be inside. Hooray, the bag is done. So I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. I hope you enjoy your new made bag, new crochet bag. Thanks for watching and see you again next time.